It is recording right now. Okay, perfect. Why don't you start introducing? Oh, first, I'll say what this is about. This is about the initiative that we kind of took on during DrupalCon New Orleans to improve Drupal 8 REST web services. We kind of had a couple of discussions and agreed on implementing a JSON API server somehow within Drupal. The details are still in flux, and we are already working on it. So why don't you introduce yourself?
Cool. I'm Gabe Solis. I work at Design Group in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, is there anything else I should say? I guess most recently I've been working on filtering and collections endpoints for the JSON API.
Good. Yeah, I think that's enough. Just in case someone watches this, I'm Mateo. I like JSON API, and I started a module for it, and then I realized that other people were doing this during DrupalCon New Orleans, so I joined the efforts with that. So let's see the state of things, and this one is going to be a very short meeting today. State of things is that we have for JSON API, when it comes to JSON API, we have GET support for items and collections. At this point, we don't have GET support or patch, put, post, delete support. We don't have GET support for related items or relationships. That should be kind of our next step. For collections, we don't have filters in yet. There's a patch that I submitted, which has tests, which is nice. And Gabe is working on making some changes because the proposal that I made for filtering was kind of limited. Is that kind of what's in your roadmap right now, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm actually going to get a patch in there today that will include condition groups, conditions, exists, and yeah, just groups and nested groups. So.
Okay, that is awesome. So that will give us the ability to have different conjunction and kind of the way that you do the filters in views, right?
Yeah.
You do groups, and then groups interact with each other through conjunctions. Good. Will this be, because there is another patch that I wrote which makes the nested conditions available, so you can do things like filter with the field name with a dot, and it expands that to add the dot entity, etc. in there. Maybe worth taking a look to that other patch. And yeah, I feel that if we kind of follow the same pattern where we process the route and expand the filters into the objects that I put in that previous patch for the filter proposal that I did. If we do that, even if we have something like the filters in another format, if we kind of build an object that represents a filter, we don't really care about the way that we put those in the URL, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we should work in that direction, and my focus is going to be on doing GET for individual items with related and relationships. Does that sound something like you would like to have a focus on?
You know, you're actually just cutting out that very last sentence. Can you say it one more time?
I mean, I'm going to work on getting the entity and the individual entity with the related, like something like node related comments or things like that, and relationships comments, node 1 comments, and node 1 relationship comments. If that is something that you think that should be a focus at this moment?
No, I definitely think that's a good idea. I'm going to introduce. I found a couple bugs yesterday with cacheability. Like we're caching routes, but we're not focusing on. It's not varying by the actual query string. So if you change filters after you've already done it, you actually get the same result. So
that should be there. Well, at least the intention to add it is there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find the code that is supposed to be doing that?
No, I was going to do that this morning.
Okay. That should be there, but apparently it's not. It's not working. Basically, I built a cacheable object that adds, I think it's url.query : and the name that you want. Something like that should be there, but apparently not working. I said that so many times. Good. Need to rush. Do you mind making this like super brief, 15 minutes a weekly thing?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, let's do that, and let's try to promote this and have other folks join. And hopefully next time it won't be just the two of us.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thanks.